Hello everybody, good evening. This is Magaly Santiago. I'm just gonna bend down and say hi. Hi everybody. My lighting isn't that great here in this room, so I apologize. I want to tell you that we were supposed to do spaghetti, pasta and sauce really. It could be any kind of pasta. And I was expecting to see some friends today, like I did for the family workshops, which were really great. We had the spa day on Wednesday, and then Saturday we had a great family breakfast. So Mondays and Wednesdays is regular hours. So today we were going to do pasta and sauce, which some of you have gotten in your bag of groceries that we gave you to do these recipes. So you should have gotten the elbow macaroni, which I just threw in this pot with just a little bit of salt and a little bit of oil. The oil keeps the macaroni from sticking together. And you should have also gotten this can of spaghetti sauce, okay? Once you have that, you can make it plain. You could basically make it your own, you know, whatever it is that you'd like to add to it. You could add spinach to it. You could add mushrooms to it. You can make a combination of veggies and make it as your sauce, or you could use meat. I have meat in here. I have some meatballs, and these meatballs they actually come made already, you know, prepared for you, which you can find like that, or you can make your own. Like you can buy like the turkey or chicken, and they all come ground up just as the beef does, and you can make it a little healthier, whereas there is less grease when it comes to the chicken or the turkey. I love turkey. These, however, are not turkey or chicken. This right here is a mixture. It's the meatballs are made with pork and beef. It's like a mixture. Right here in this little dish, I have some green pepper. I have a little bit of powdered Parmesan cheese that you could get at the store, like this kind of cheese. There's the 3-cheese blend if you'd like to get 3-cheese blend, whatever you'd like to throw into your spaghetti and make it special for your family, right? And I also put like a little dab of sofrito and black pepper. Sofrito I mentioned to everybody in the beginning when we started doing our cooking. That sofrito is like the base. The base is the foundation of most of our Spanish cooking, and it's a mixture of green peppers, red peppers, onions, garlic, all kind of great things, cilantro, right? So I did this little mixture here, and I'm going to throw that into the meatball mix here, because it's not really completed, right? They have a little bit of sauce, because I have marinated it a little bit in some sauce, because you don't want the meatloaf. I mean, not meatloaf. You don't really want the meatballs not to have, you know, some special flavor to it, right? So I'm just gonna let it start cooking a little bit there, and once it starts cooking a little bit, I am going to add the spaghetti sauce in there, okay? I hope you guys had a great weekend. I went to a baby shower. The young man that I went to his baby shower, I haven't seen him for many years, since he was like maybe 15. And he is now a 25-year-old man. And him and his beautiful girlfriend are going to have a baby, and I'm so excited for them. So I went by to spend time with them and, you know, enjoy the celebration with his mom, who is one of my good friends of many, many years. So now the meatballs are starting to sizzle a little bit. You can hear it, that stuff I put in there, you already can smell it, because the sofrito always has Such a wonderful smell. The minute it starts to warm, you could smell it in the air. My daughter loves the smell of sofrito in the air. When she was growing up, she used to love to smell this. When I would be cooking, she'd run into the kitchen just to smell this base, this sofrito. And she recently asked me for the recipe on putting that together. So that recipe for the sofrito is in the Padlet, which is our little classroom for home and careers. If you're interested in learning how to make some sofrito, you could use it for beans, you could use it for soup, you could use it for so many things to make stuff taste really, really good. So now that I'm starting to smell that the meatballs, they're smelling really good, I'm going to pour the tomato sauce in there. And this is really simple, right? If you have the pasta and you have this tomato sauce and you get like a little bag of these meatballs, maybe you want to throw that in. If not, like I said, it could be like some spinach and some meatballs. Just something, you know, some vegetables that are just simple. But the meatballs, you know, if you're working and you're getting home pretty tired, I think this will take maybe like 20 minutes to make, 25 the most. Because this is something that you throw together and you cover it up and you just let it cook on its own. You know, it gives you time to rest, take your shower if you got to put it on low heat because you don't want it to burn while you're having a shower, right? Oops, let me move this over this way a little bit. There we go. So yeah, you want to be able to do quick meals. This is a really quick meal to make for someone that's working or comes home very, very tired and can't really do a huge meal. Say you're coming at 6 p.m. at night, or you know, even 5. If you take and make this starting at 6, because you got to come home, you got to rest a minute, right? By 6:30, this is done. This is done, and you can take and serve your family and have enough time to interact a little bit before kids go off to do homework. So it depends. It depends. It's good to try different types of food. If we're Latinos, it shouldn't always only be rice, right? Rice and beans, rice and beans. It's good to throw a little bit of different types of recipes that you know will be easy, right? The idea is what can be easy and good, healthy for my kids, that it's not like fast food or anything like that, right? This pasta is not good to have all the time, right? Because of the carbohydrates. But it is sometimes, maybe once a week, you can have spaghetti day or spaghetti night and make pasta. And once a week, you can have like tacos. And with tacos, when you use ground beef in it, again, you could use all kind of great healthy things in it. You could put tomatoes, onions, green pepper. You can add celery. Wow, you can put just about anything into it, and it will make a very, very healthy meal. And it's all basically just throwing all those little ingredients chopped in right into the meat as the meat is cooking, or stir frying all those bits together, the celery, the green pepper, the onions all diced, you know, a little bit of garlic, and you mix it all together nice and stir fried, and you throw it into the meat. Oh my gosh, it would be amazing. Okay, so I noticed I had made some of these elbows Saturday because I had a different well, it was the same brand. But I noticed that this elbow macaroni takes a little longer than others. So this one will take a little bit of time to make. In the meantime, you know, you just make sure that you're constantly stirring so it doesn't stick. And the meatballs are just coming along great. It's mixing really well. right? And when it comes to the meatballs, if it tastes a little bitter, I would throw a little bit of sugar, like a little pinch of sugar into the sauce. Because if you put the sugar into the sauce, it will balance out the acidity from the sauce, right? It'll take that acid taste from the sauce away. So you throw it in there. It's cooking really nice. I'm gonna stir it a little bit here. And hopefully the macaroni will be made soon. It takes, I don't know why that brand takes so long to make, but it does. Yes, we're making spaghetti. And I'm sweaty. It's so hot. So I'm gonna stir this. This is taking very long to make here. Once this softens, you have to keep testing it, right? And make sure that it's nice and soft. Once it's nice and soft, you're going to take and remove it off of the stove, and you're going to remove the hot water, because if not, it'll keep boiling and softening it, and you got to run it under cold water and then let it sit, okay? I wish this would boil a little higher than what it normally is, but this burner I don't see that it goes up like any higher. I thought it did, but it doesn't. So it doesn't really go as high as my stove. My stove is a gas stove. It's not like these electric things. The electric ones, like, I don't know, for some reason, they don't get as hot as the gas. I'm starting to see that it's releasing some vapor. So hopefully it's starting to boil. Okay, friends? This is almost done. It's almost done. I would always like test it, taste it, give it a taste and see how it tastes, to make sure it doesn't have like any citrusy bit, well, acidity. I'm sorry, acidity to it. I have some. This is like taco cheese. I like to put taco cheese in it because it has a blend of different cheddar cheeses. If you don't want the taco cheese, you could always use the Parmesan, which is in powder, or you could use the Parmesan that's in flakes. This one is the powdered one that I showed all of you. So I'm gonna put that in, and just stir it in there. And if you take a look at that, that looks really great. I'm going to put it up to the camera so you can take a quick look at it. See, it looks really, really great. And that's about done. I don't have to leave it on any longer because what I want is to melt the cheese, right? That's all I want to do is melt that cheese. And stir this again. I have to accidentally use the spoon for the sauce in here, but you know what? It will give the macaroni a bit of nice flavor, so it doesn't really make a difference. It's still gonna taste really, really good. Okay, friends? So I'm checking it, and it shuts off on me whenever it gets super hot. I don't know why, but we're gonna take and let it keep boiling. So I hope all of you had a great weekend. I mentioned that I went to that baby shower on Sunday, but Saturday I actually didn't do much with my time, you know. So let me see. It's still kind of hard. Hoping that it gets soft. It's not soft, friends. It's still got a long way to go. Okay. So it will have to boil a total of maybe the whole 20 minutes. And the 20 minutes that it's boiling, you can do other things. I usually start to do things around the house or stuff, you know. So you could try and do something like that to keep yourself occupied, right? We're at 15 minutes, so maybe another 5 minutes. And hopefully that will finish. I'm going to put a cover because the cover will help cook it quicker. So I'm gonna cover it. My pot doesn't, this cover doesn't really go to this pot. I don't know what happened to the cover of this pot, but I hope I can find it later on. So I'll wait the 5 minutes. On Wednesday, we're going to be doing the fried peanut butter and jelly sandwich donuts. That's like a fried treat. It's not something that I would recommend you to make your children all the time. Always try to give as much healthy food as possible. You could take it and make it like as a treat once in a while for your child. As a treat, it works better, and it's not as bad if you just give it to them once in a while. Okay, that's very important because anything that's deep fried or bread, white bread and stuff, it's really not very healthy. But you know, we like our donuts, we like our cakes, and even though the sugar and stuff isn't healthy, I say maybe once in a blue moon it's good to have, but not always. Please do not give it to them always. So the meatballs is almost set. Oh my gosh, I think these noodles starting to look pretty good. Pretty good. If only my burner would stay on. I don't know why it doesn't stay on. It turns on and shuts off. It turns. I think it cools itself off. I think that's what it's doing. So yeah, so we'll be doing that on Wednesday, and soon there will be another family workshop. When, I'm not sure of the date, but once I find out, I will share it with all of you. Hoping that some of you could be able to come. I made a couple of great friends, and I'm hoping to see them at our next family gathering. So let's see what's going on here. Right now, it's not even like, doesn't even look like it's turning on. Oh, there it goes. It just turned on. So I'm just hoping for it to boil. Oh, it's starting to get a really good boil in it now. But did you see how long it's actually taking? I'm touching it, and it's still like super hard, right? So you have to touch it to make sure, you know. I mean, not with your hand in it because it's boiling, but you know more or less when you press it against the side, you know more or less if it's cooked and or not. So not really. It's getting there. I've made different brands, and I'm gonna tell you, this is the one that's been like the longest to boil. It usually takes me maybe like a total of 15 minutes the most for my macaroni to be done, or spaghetti or whatever. This one takes a very long time, and I really don't know why, but it does. It takes a very long time. So we're hoping to get this going so that you guys could be able to see the combination of everything together once we finalize it. I'm going to get a draining spoon so when I pull out the macaroni and put it into the plate so you could see it, okay? So I have this type of spoon, and this spoon has holes in it. Usually what I would do is, once this is completely soft, which now it is, yes, yay, it's finally soft. You can see the difference because it's gotten a little bit bigger. Let me show you. Hang on a minute. Let me put these on. So the elbow macaroni has gotten a little bigger. I'm gonna put it in cold water and bring it back. Okay, that's all set. So usually I'll take and I'll drain that, but I'm not going to drain it right now because I'm just going to serve a little bit in front of you. I'll drain it with this spoon. That's why I got this spoon with little holes in it, because I want to drain it little by little, because I don't want to have like a lot of water on my plate, right? You just drain it. And I'm not going to serve myself a lot. I just want you to see how pretty it's going to look with the meatballs and the pasta. You see that? Very nice, right? And the cheese is like dripping everywhere. It looks really good. This cheese looks very good. You see how nice that came out? Like I said, you don't need a lot to be able to do this. Look at how quickly it was done. Total of like maybe 20 minutes. And you have great homemade spaghetti. If you want to cover it with a little bit of extra cheese before you serve your family, make it look really pretty. Because I think serving it with a little bit of that cheese on it makes it look really nice. Do you see it? Yeah. This lighting here is not that the best, so I hope you're able to see it. So I guess that's all for now, friends. I hope to see you at our next event on Wednesday, 5 o'clock. We'll be doing our deep fried dessert, and I look forward to seeing you. Okay? You all have a great night now. Okay? Bye-bye.